Today I'll be reviewing To the Abandoned Sacred Beast. This series is seen as bad and generic, but it had a decent amount of popularity, so I decided to watch it. In this series, there is a group of soldiers that have undergone operations that allow them to turn to monsters that can't be stopped. They are seen as useful and powerful. But now that the major war in this world is over, they must be killed because they can't control the monster aspect of their body. The main character, Hank, is the captain of a special group of soldiers. He is shocked to find out that the monster transformations can't be controlled, but he accepts it. He is alright with being killed, but it turns out the soldiers under him are not fine with being killed, and they refuse to die. It is only a matter of time before they lose all control and kill innocent people. Now Hank must kill all these soldiers with his own hands. This anime series follows a pretty simple and generic formula at first. Each episode is pretty much the Monster of the Week episode, where Hank hunts down a fellow comrade. You hear his comrades scream and talk about how they don't want to die, before Hank eventually kills them. It was the same thing over and over. Now I understood why the show was seen as generic. The fights were decent, but this series was so predictable. However, in the second half, everything changed. There was a major event that made you go, "Oh wow, I wonder what happens next." You would think the series would change for the better, but it didn't. Hank is no longer the main character. It's now a girl named Nancy, also known as Sharu. She was a girl who spent much time with Hank in the first half of the series. We barely got to see much of Hank, and there is even a time skip that felt a little bit out of place and confusing. Not sure why the series felt like it needed a time skip there. It was no longer predictable, but now it feels like things are moving too fast, and it's just not the same without Hank as protagonist. He still appears, but Sharu gets more screen time. This new war was supposed to be epic and exciting, but it just felt too rushed. Hank as a main character was pretty likable in the series. He was a strong leader that everyone relied on. He did what needed to be done and wasn't afraid to die. Sharu is an annoying girl at first, but develops to a decent likable character by the end of the series. The opening and ending song for the series were average. The music throughout the series wasn't that exciting here to the fight scenes. The art style and the animation didn't look that great. This series was as average and generic as everyone said it was. I'm still glad I gave it a chance at least. I give this series a 5 out of 10.